I go for... Can I land a Thunder Wave here, please? I go for Thunder Wave, and then I go for Shadow Claw, and that should one-shot him. As long as he's not Sash, he gets one-shotted here. I can't land a fucking Thunder Wave to save my life, y'all. I can't do it. I cannot land a Thunder Wave to save my fucking life. Not once, but twice in a row. 2 Thunder Wave misses. One that cost me a bunch of damage. I took a bunch of unnecessary damage for no reason. And the other one, now I'm gonna proceed to get swept by fucking Calyrex because I missed the Thunder Wave. You cannot make this fucking shit up, y'all. You cannot make this up. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G. Zekrom is a restricted that is probably on the lower end. It did see a little bit of play in some of the bigger tournaments and stuff recently at the start of this Regulation G format for 2025. But overall, it didn't really have that high of results. And you really don't see this thing being played at all. However, it does have some really cool partners you can actually pair with it to kind of increase its damage and kind of support it to make it so it can actually maybe try to do something in the current Regulation G format. So it's kind of more of a unique team I kind of wanted to feature for you guys around Zekrom. I wasn't really going to feature this team originally, but looking at like some of the other teams that I've been finding, this is probably the more fun, actual, like unique team that I've kind of found for you guys. A lot of the other stuff's kind of boring if I'm being real, so I'm trying to find at least some interesting stuff, and this is the most interesting team I've found, especially with Zekrom, which you don't really see very much. So we're going to kind of break this team down, and we're going to hop in some games. Really cool stuff on this team, like electric terrain, Zekrom, which is what this team's based around. You also have weather on this team and a few other things that are really cool, so we're going to see how it goes. There's a team by Zolrain, if you guys want to use this team. I think we featured a few other teams on the channel a while back, I think in Regulation H and before previous formats. So if you guys want to use this team, rental in the corner, paste should be down below in the description, probably at the bottom of the description like usual. Go check out the team, use the team. One more thing I want to get into before we do get into this. I've been getting a few people asking me why I don't use a lot of these teams or why I don't play on the ranked ladder, which I've explained before in previous videos, but I'll explain it again. Mainly the reason why I don't use a lot of these rental teams or the teams I showcase for you guys on the ranked ladder. The number one reason is that I want to use my own teams on the ranked ladder. That's the main reason. I don't want to screw up my rating with rental teams when I'm using my own teams on the ranked ladder. The only time I'd maybe use a rental on the ranked ladder is like trying to get to Master Ball tier, which I've done a few times already. But I also use my teams on stream on the ranked ladder too, so that's one of the main reasons why. The second reason why is a lot of these teams are mainly just meant to get to Master Ball tier. And once you get into Master Ball tier, especially versus all these sweaty teams, you have a bunch of rentals from Birmingham and this past weekend of San Antonio running around on the ranked ladder right now. A lot of these teams, especially some of the more oddball, like lower usage, kind of out of the ordinary stuff I feature usually for you guys, is going to get absolutely fucking wrecked on the ranked ladder, especially like in your higher tiers of play. I'd say like 5,000 on the ladder and above, which I usually is where I am most of the time. So a lot of these teams, it's just going to be me losing over and over. So I don't know if you guys want to go against a bunch of rentals too. Like the other main reason why I go on casual is because the games are usually a lot more entertaining. There's a lot more fun stuff. You have people running Regulation H and F teams. You have a bunch your random legend using noobs, which is also going to be pretty entertaining because they like to rage quit a lot. Like you have also other Regulation G teams being tested. Like people are a lot more lenient with what they use on the casual ladder, and I think it makes for more entertaining content for you guys. That's one of the main reasons why as well. So unless you guys like me playing against copy-paste rental teams and getting wrecked with a lot of the teams I feature for you guys on the ranked ladder, then I'm not sure what to tell you guys. That those are the main reasons why I usually don't run ranked games over casual games with the sessions some of these teams I'd feature for you guys. So if you guys do want to see me play ranked though, let me know in the comments down below. If there's enough people that want to see me feature these teams in ranked over the casual ladder, I will try to play ranked going forward if there is enough support, enough people that want to see it. However, if there isn't, then I'm just going to keep on playing on the casual ladder going forward. You guys know why now. I've explained it before, but there's some newer people that have recently found the channel that didn't know why, and I've been asking why I haven't been playing on the ranked ladder. So there you go. That's the main like 3 reasons why right there. So there you go. Let me know in the comments down below if you are someone that wants to see me play on the ranked ladder going forward. If I have enough support and enough people that want to see it, I will hop onto the ranked ladder with some of these teams going forward, depending on how the support is and how many people want to see it. So, as for this team, after kind of giving you guys an update, let's run through this team real quick. It's a team around Zekrom, really cool team. You got the Terra Fairy Zekrom, kind of similar to Miraidon. Miraidon also runs Terra Fairy, that way you can't get by Dragon type moves, which is the main thing you're going to be hitting it with. So, you got the Fusion Bolt there. Fusion Bolt with Electric Terrain is incredibly hard, especially with the Life Orb. You also have Thunder Wave to slow stuff down on the Thundurus, which allows the Zekrom to outspeed a lot of stuff that isn't ground type. Shadow Claws there for stuff like Calyrex and a few other things that get hit for super effective damage. Dragon Claws there for opposing Miraidon, Raging Bolt, Gouging Fire. There's a few other dragon types in the format that it hits for good damage. Koraidon is another one. And you got Protect there. Overall, it's kind of more of a standard set. Really cool set though. Got the Covert Cloak Thundurus, which I kind of explained a little bit already. You got Wild Bolt Storm there just for some solid damage. Eerie Impulse to lower special attack on a lot of the heavy hitting special attackers in the format, like Terapagos, opposing Flutter Mane, which is kind of an issue for a lot of these Zekrom teams. There's a few other things that are, Calyrex is another one that are being ran, so that have a bunch of special attack that don't like having their stats lowered. So overall, this is really solid. You have the manual Electric Terrain there, and then Thunder Wave to kind of slow shit down. You got the Tornadus on this team, which is the double Genie, which I thought was really cool. The Mental Herb, so you cannot be taunted. Bleakwind Storm, Tailwind, speed control for the team. You also have the Sunny Day there to boost the Ogerpon on this team as well, which is really nice. And also to kind of counteract opposing weather if you're going against like a Kyogre or like some team that relies on a different type of weather apart from sun. So that's kind of cool. Choice Banded Iron Treads, which is the main thing on this team that's supposed to help you in the Miraidon matchup. It's a really good mon into Miraidon. There's a few other things that's also pretty decent into Raging Bolt. There's 1 or 2 other things. What was it? Incineroar is also pretty good into, which is really common. You got the Earthquake there. You got the high horsepower. You also have the Electric Terrain to give this thing a boost, which I think is actually a speed boost. So you have a Choice Band with a speed boost. You outspeed pretty much everything. You also hit incredibly hard. So you compare this thing alongside the Tornadus, or even like the Zekrom, and just protect every single turn or switch out afterwards. Get some huge damage and let the Zekrom kind of roll the rest of the game. It's kind of cool. Mega Horns there for stuff like Rillaboom and that type of thing, and some other grass types, Ogerpon Grass. There's a few other things that are also being ran in the format of Mega Horns, either neutral or weak too, so there you go. And you have Ironhead there for stab. Ogerpon Hearthflame is a really standard set. You also have to Follow Me there to redirect moves in certain situations. Manchus pretty much outspeed stuff under Tailwind and then Sunny Day and do a shit ton of damage. And you have the Urshifu with the Focus Sash, Stellar Terra on this team. Just otherwise, it's a really standard set. Not really too much to look at there. I also wanted to mention the Iron Treads is also Stellar Terra, which I think is kind of cool. I haven't really seen Stellar Terra Iron Treads, so some cool, unique stuff on this team. Is kind of why I wanted to feature it for you guys. A lot of out of the ordinary stuff, but I think overall it looks like it would synergize are pretty good together. So see how this team does. Top of some games. Alright, we're here with the game. We're going against the Regulation G Calyrex Shadow team. This looks like a copy-paste rental, if I'm being real. Really does. So what this Calyrex is, it's going to be an Expanding Force Astral Barrage Calyrex, I'm assuming. You have the Calyrex Chiyu, Ogerpon Rock form, Whimsicott, Urshifu Water, and Indeedee. So what I want to do here, I really want the Thundurus just mainly to change terrain, and I can also lower the special attack on the Calyrex, which is really nice here. So I'm bringing Thundurus for sure. What else do I want to bring here? You can also pair the Iron Treads alongside the Thundurus too, which is really cool. I just don't know if I really want to bring it here because I need to set the terrain up the first turn, and if I don't have a speed boost, I get outsped by a lot of his team. It's good into Chiyu though, so I still might bring it. It's actually really solid into his team. I just don't think I'm going to lead with it. I think I'm just going to throw the Zekrom out first. I'll bring the Treads in the back. What else do I want to bring here? I think Urshifu overall with the sash here is also pretty good. So I think I'm going to bring the Urshifu in the back. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate all the new subs recently over the past month. Got a lot more content on the way you guys do not want to miss. Overwatch 2, Apex Legends stuff as well, with the 2 new seasons dropping in about a week or 2. So it leads with Indeedee, Ogerpon here. This is kind of shitty for me, just mainly because like I can switch the terrain here, but like the Thundurus probably drops to the Ogerpon turn 1. And like I kind of want to go after the Indeedee, that way you can switch it out and reset the terrain. I'm going for electric terrain here, I'm doing it. I'm going to go for the Fusion Bolt onto the Ogerpon. Oh, actually, I should have went for Dragon Claw, actually. I should have went for Dragon Claw. I guess under terrain, it'll still do a shit ton of damage. This is kind of just a bad lead for me because the Ogerpon just shits on me. Helping Hand boost, I'm dead. Ogerpon just screws me over here. I need this to do at least like 75%. Has to do at least 75. Okay, that's about 75%, so I'll give it good credit. It did what I wanted. That's what I needed here. So I'm going to go into the Iron Treads here. I think what he does is he switches the Indeedee out and he spiky shields here to get rid of my terrain. I don't know what comes in here, but he's going to try to reset his terrain. That way I don't have the Thundurus around anymore. I don't like whatever comes in though is taking a fuck ton of damage from an Earthquake here though. Like I'm just going to click Earthquake. I'm going for it. I'm clicking Earthquake and I'm clicking Protect. You do not want to catch an Earthquake to the face. Choice Banded EQ here. I think he just protects the Ogerpon here, and on his next turn he switches out to... That way I get rid of my speed boost. See how much is an Earthquake? This is a Choice Banded Earthquake. Let's see how much this does. I want to see how much it does. Okay, that does over half, but it's not enough to get the KO. Okay, I'm forced to switch here. I don't know if I really even want to go into the Urshifu here, though. That way, because it just breaks his sash. But I think I'm kind of forced to here. I'm going to go into the Urshifu. I have Aqua Jet too, I guess, which if he doesn't switch out here for some reason, I can go for it. And then I'm going to go for Shadow Claw here on the Cali. You might know I'm Choice Banded now too, with how much damage that did. Shitty thing here is like I just lost. Oh, he actually goes for the Expanding Force. He doesn't switch though. He doesn't switch out. Unless he just doubles into the Ogre or into the Zekrom here. Okay. That sucks. That means he knew I was Choice Banded, so I was forced to switch out and he took advantage of it there. I just go for Surging Strikes here. I'm Sash, so I can live. I'm gonna Surging Strikes here, and then I'm just gonna lock myself into a better team. High horsepower for sure here, I think. Now he's gonna switch to get his terrain up. I don't know, the Psychic move is resisted onto the treads though, so I should live. And I'm Sash or Shifu here. That does so much damage still. That does so much. I don't know if I win this. I think I just lose to Ogerpon now. He's Life Orb, so... Part of me wishes I never switched out, but like if I would have Earthquake there, that Zekrom would have died. But I guess the Zekrom died anyway, so I don't know if it really mattered. I could have got a double KO. Surging Strikes does literally nothing. Wow, that does nothing. That does nothing. I lose here. Kind of the problem with Zekrom, like if you can't set it up properly enough, like the problem with this match is the Thunderous dropped way too early. I just had a really bad lead. I think that's the reason why I lost this game. Him leading Ogerpon there just fucked me over so bad. I think this team is pretty weak to Ogerpon Rock, at least from what I've played with it so far. Like you have the treads and stuff for it, with hit it with like Iron Head, and there's like one or two other things on this team, but if they play a really good Ogerpon Rock and they play it really well, it actually is a problem for this team. I don't know, like I just go for Surging Strikes here, and then I guess I high horsepower, but like he just supposed to follow me here and wins. I don't know how I win this. I mean, I guess I could have won Stellar Terra here too, but I just don't know if it matters. I think I just get outsped. He's probably Scarf or Shifu too. Okay, I actually outspeed him. So I get rid of the Ndidi, but I still think I lose. Yeah, there's no way I win now. No way I win. Another fucking piece of shit that goes onto the ladder with a rental team. He's too fucking lame and too stupid to build his own team, so he goes onto the ladder to abuse a rental team. That's sad, and if at all the rental teams, it's a Calyrex team too, so it takes no skill to use. At least if I'm using a rental, like I'm trying to use a fucking Zekrom team. You can't admit that like that's the same. There's no way I win this. I get outsped and I get one-shotted. There's no way I win. We just lost because we had a bad lead there. I think if he never led Ogerpon, I think I would have been in a way better spot and I would have probably won. We just had an awful lead there and the Thunderous dropped way too early. I never got enough value out of it. I needed it around for the Eerie Impulse onto the Calyrex and to like Thunder Wave some stuff and do some damage, and I just couldn't do that. That's kind of why I lost. Fucked by a bad lead. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here with another game. We're going against a Regulation H team. Alolan, Ninetales, Grimmsnarl, Talonflame, Milotic, Glaceon, and Sylveon. It's like a half like a Tailwind offense team with like half snow. Kind of a unique team. This is a team where that Zekrom just fucking wrecks though. Zekrom wrecks this team. Zekrom looks so good here. I also like the Tornadus, that way I can set up the sun. So that's what I want to bring here. Tornadus looks really good. Treads looks really nice here with Iron Head. Look, he has 4 weaknesses to Steel. He's really weak to Steel. And I think I just bring Ogerpon here in the back. Looks really nice into his team as well. He gets fucking destroyed by Ogerpon too. Apart from Terra's, like, even if he's like Terra Water on the Glaceon, I think he just gets wrecked. He has Talonflame for it, but like apart from that, Ogerpon destroys this guy. Should be a match I should win because I have a really good matchup into his team. If I play good, I should win. Ninetales Glaceon. This is fine. I just protect on this first turn, actually, I think, and I just go for Sunny Day here to change his weather. I'm going to protect, and then I'm going to Sunny Day. I don't want to attack unless I have Tailwind, though, because the Zekrom gets outsped by the Ninetales right now, so I don't want to catch a Blizzard to the face. It's going to Terra here. What do you like, Terra Ground? It's Terra. He's just going to full send. He's just going to full send this shit. I don't know, maybe I should have went for Tailwind here, but I don't know if I one-shot any of these mons. I think they both live because they have the defense boost. Aurora Veil, that's perfect. Perfect, it fails, perfect. The Blizzard. Can I get a dodge here, please? Clutch dodge on cue. Clutch dodge. Good shit. Now I just start going for damage. Like, he's forced to switch out here. I just go for Fusion Bolt, and then I go for Tailwind here. It's actually going to swap with Legacy on out, okay? Whatever's coming in is catching a Fusion Bolt to the face. You ain't going to want to catch this, bud. Even if the Zekrom takes a fuck ton of damage here, like he's forced to land a Blizzard. He's the chance he might miss. Goodbye. Talonflame being killed here and then going down on this turn is just great, just mainly because I have to worry about Tailwind on his team. And like that was the only thing he really has for Ogerpon. He actually just goes for Dazzling Gleam, so I can eat 2 of those if it depending on a roll. Noah's entire team now too, so Ogerpon looks so good. Like my entire team just looks so good in this, like especially Treads. Iron Treads, like into these last 4 mods, just to wreck him. And he's not Terra Water either. Wow, his Iron Treads look so good here. I think I just Fusion Bolt here again. I don't really care about the Ninetales, like it's not really doing enough damage. A nice Bleakwind Storm for damage. It one-shot Sylveon! Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was gonna one-shot him. Poor guy. I was like, he's probably like, oh wow, how did that kill me? That does over half to the Ninetales. And I get the speed drop. I don't think that matters though. He does have Icy Wind. If he had Icy Wind, he should have went for that last turn. Gets a crit, which does matter. I think I would have lived, but that's fine. Just gives me a free switch into the Iron Treads here, which just destroys the rest of his team. He rage quits! He rage quits on me! What is it? Why is it every time I use Zekrom, I always get someone that rage quits? I think there was the last time I used Zekrom a few weeks back, too. I had somebody rage quit on me. Zekrom makes people rage quit, y'all. I had a feeling he was going to rage quit, though. Like, he was just so weak to my entire team. I had such a good matchup into his team, like, he played poorly there. Him going into the Talonflame instead of switching out the Ninetales there was a huge misplay. He should have switched out the Ninetales to try to reset the weather. That's what he should have did. He played bad. What a loser. I'll see you guys in another game. I don't know if I'll include this or not, but if I do, consider it a bonus. Alright, here's another game. We're going against a sweaty Calyrex Regulation G team. Calyrex Ice, Iron Valiant, which I'm assuming is like coaching Iron Valiant. At least looking at his team like Wide Guard, maybe. Golden Go, Ursaluna, Sableye, and Oranguru. So, he has Trick Room shit on his team too, which I really don't like. This team doesn't have Taunt or anything on it either, I don't think. I know the Tornadus does, and I forgot if this does. I don't think it does. I don't even think this thing gets Taunt. I don't know why I'm even bothering looking. What do I want to do here? I think Iron Treads looks really nice here. It looks really good into his team. The main issue is if he has Will-O-Wisp on Sableye, it just shuts everything down. I think Ogerpon also looks really nice here. I think Elite Treads. I bring Thundurus here. What else do I want to bring? I don't know if Zekrom really does much here. Like, I don't know if it really does. It's wrecked by Calyrex. It just gets shit on. I think I just bring Ogerpon here and I bring the Urshifu. I think that's what I bring. This is a game where, like, Zekrom just doesn't do anything. He gets burned by Sableye and then he gets wrecked by Calyrex. Ursaluna one-shots it. I have to worry about Ursaluna coming in on an electric-type move, too, which is a pain in the ass. I have a bad matchup into my opponent's team. Like, this team is pretty bad into most of your Calyrex teams. I got wrecked by a Calyrex in one of my testing games, too. Got absolutely fucking rolled by one. I'm assuming that if he has Will-O-Wisp here, I can make the play out into the Ogerpon, but then he gets Trick Room up for free, so I'm fucked either way here. It comes down to if I just want an Earthquake, though. I think it is Earthquake here. Just hopefully he doesn't have Thunder Wave. I also have Eerie Impulse. I don't know if that really does much for me here, though. I think it's Wild Bolt Storm. Okay, I should have switched. I should have switched into the Ogre Pawn. I knew it. I should have switched. Fuck. And Wild Bolt Storm misses. Of course it does. On the thing I need some damage on the most. So he's going to get Trick Room up here for free, which is really bad. And he's eject button, so he gets Trick Room up for free, and he gets to go into Calyrex. Isn't that broken? I don't know, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think I just get swept. I think I literally just get swept now by Instruct Calyrex. That does nothing. I think I get fucking wrecked. I don't know what I have for this. Like, especially after he gets a boost. Like, what do I have for Calyrex? I don't have shit. Like, I have Ogre Pawn, but like under Trick Room, I'm at like +2. I'm gonna get wrecked by it. I'll Earthquake again. It's not going to do any damage. I think my only thing here that I can actually maybe do is just go for Thunder Wave and hope it gets paralyzed. I think that's all I do here. Like if he goes Terra Fire, like it's good for the Urshifu, but he's a Terra Electric. I've never seen Terra Electric Calyrex. Wow, what a play! I just got a million IQ outplayed. Holy fuck, did I just get outplayed? I'm speechless on that one. The Terra Electric Calyrex to dodge the Thunder Wave in Trick Room. There's no way I win this one. There's no way I win. I think I just surrendered this. This is a match where I got fucking wrecked on turn 1. I think that's one of the major issues with this team, too. You're just so fucking weak to Calyrex Ice. This team has nothing for Calyrex Ice. Especially if they have Trick Room, if they can get Trick Room up freely, like this guy is. Like this, I have literally nothing for this. He's at +2. What do I do here? What the fuck do I do to a Calyrex at +2 and like almost at full health? I'm not gonna one-shot him either. I mean, I can go Terra Fire here, I guess. I think my only play here is to go Terra Fire and then just hope that he just clicks Glacial Lance. But like, I think even at +2, he probably 2-KOs me. So I'm gonna go Terra Fire here and I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. Hopefully it does enough damage to where an Aqua Jet can take him out on the next turn, and then I'm gonna Protect. That's my only play I can do here. Otherwise, I just lose. I think I probably just should surrender already. I think I just got fucked. I'll give my opponent credit though, like the 2 million IQ outplay there, predicting the Thunder Wave, and going for Terra fucking Electric Calyrex on that turn was crazy. I never expected that. I've never seen Terra Electric Calyrex. Ever. This is the first one I've seen, the entire format for this year so far. I'm assuming there's just a 2-KO on me anyways, so like he's just gonna be able to Instruct and still 2-KO me. That's so busted. That is so fucking busted. This is so fucking brain dead. And then you wonder why I hate this format so much, because you have these type of people that go on the ladder and just spam this garbage. That literally did 75% to Ogre Pawn being resisted. And I know it's at +2, but still, that is so fucking busted. There's no way I win this. You can take your fucking win and shove it up your ass, bud. I'll give you credit for like the 2 million IQ outplay with the Terra Electric, but apart from that, I think you just using cheap garbage. I hate Calyrex. That's not only one Calyrex Ghost that I got wrecked by at the start of this. Now I got wrecked by Calyrex Ice, and then in my testing games, I've got wrecked by them both again. So I've lost 2 times now. Once time you guys probably seen that in my testing games to a Calyrex Ice, and then one time you guys probably see in one of these games, and then another time in my testing games to Calyrex Ghost. I got fucking wrecked by both of them. I got absolutely fucking wrecked. Is this team really bad against Calyrex, or am I just garbage? I don't know. I think this team's just awful into Calyrex, both forms. I think that's what it really is. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we hear the game. We're going against a Regulation H team. Serena, Tauros Water Form, Politoed, Electabuzz, Golden Go, and Baxcalibur. This is another match where, like, Zekrom just doesn't really do much here. I mean, it's okay. If I go Terra Fairy, I guess it's okay into his team. I guess I'll bring it here. It's okay. I'm just scared of bringing it and then, like, getting completely walled by Electabuzz. Or, like, having him set up with the Baxcalibur in my face. That's the main thing. I guess Thundurus here ain't bad either. Because he's going to set up the rain for me, so... I guess Thundurus is good here. I'll bring that. What else do I want? I guess Ogerpon. Ogerpon's okay here, but not really the greatest when he has rain. I haven't forced to spam grass type moves. It's good into his team though. I really want to bring it. I think I'm going to bring Tornadus and Ogerpon. That way I can change his weather if I need to later in the game. I don't know, fun fact for you guys too, like this team so far, I've played around, I don't know, I think this game's like game 7 or game 8. I might do one more after this. But out of the 7 or 8 games I've played so far, the only match I've won, I won against one Regulation G team, which was a Reshiram team, funny enough. And then the only other win I've gotten so far was versus a Regulation H team. I have not gotten any wins against any other Regulation G teams apart from a Reshiram team. And even that game, that was a really close match. I barely won that one. So I don't know about this team, y'all. Either that or I'm just getting screwed really bad on the ladder tonight with some really bad matchups. My opponent has a really good lead, though. I can't spam a priority move into his team because of the Queenly Majesty here. I don't know, I think I just go Terra Fairy. I go Terra Fairy and I Dragon Claw here. I kind of want to set up the electric terrain. I can't Thunder Wave either, actually, because of the... I don't know, do I really need electric terrain in this match, though? I don't think it really does much here. Like, I think I'm better off just going for Dragon Claw. He's probably going to Terra here, if I'm assuming. Probably Terra Water, but then he makes himself weak to electrics, I don't know. And then I just go Wild Bolt Storm here for damage, I think. This is just a shitty lead for me. I don't know if I can get a Para here, that's great. Perfect. Right on cue. I'm assuming he has triple axle. That's what he's going for here. It just depends what he's going for. Whatever's going on. Taunt. Wow, so I'm useless now. Is he not Queenly Majesty, though? I'm assuming he is. I don't know why he wouldn't be Queenly Majesty here. I'm just going to go for Dragon Claw again. I could have Terra on this last turn, too. It was really risky not going for Terra. I just don't know if I should go for Terra here. I don't know what else like Terra. I guess I go Terra Fairy here. Dragon Claw. I think he goes Terra or switches on this turn, though, and then I just Wild Bolt Storm for damage. I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky and he's like Scale Shot Baxcalibur and I can get a free turn here. That'd be best case scenario. Ice Shard's a 2-hit KO. Wild Bolt Storm does nothing. Dragon Claw picks up the KO though, so that's huge. Huge threat out of the way. Triple Axle. I mean, I'm glad the Thundurus at least did damage. I didn't expect it to really do much anyway, especially with him having Queenly Majesty here. I couldn't go for Thunder Wave or anything either, so... at the very least, it did some damage and it got a Para, which is fine. I'm gonna go into the Ogerpon now here. I don't know unless he has Politoed, but like it's really risky going into Politoed versus Zekrom here. Electabuzz, okay. Part of me wishes I saved my Terra for the Ogerpon. That would have been great here. I don't even know if he has Politoed. He does, like, he can't go into it. He's risking getting hit by an electric type move. I just Dragon Claw the Serena here. And then I'm going to try to Ivy Cudgel the Serena, but he's probably going to follow me here. I just don't know what he does here to actually get a KO on anything on my side. Like, Triple Axle's not going to be enough damage to get the KO on an Ogerpon. Unless he goes, like, right into the Politoed here. Boros to get an Intimidate, okay. I mean, you're still catching a Dragon Claw to the face and a bunch of damage, so... That's still a 2-hit KO, even with an Intimidate. Taunt. You taunt the Ogerpon, okay. That's fine by me, I don't care. Go ahead and taunt the Ogerpon. I just Dragon Claw again here. I Dragon Claw the Tauros. If he doesn't want to take damage, he has to go for Follow Me, and I switch out here into the Tornadus. He doesn't have Politoed. I really want my Tailwind up on this next turn. Would be really nice here. Or to just go for some damage or set up a Sunny Day too would be really nice for the Ogerpon. I don't know, I kind of regret going Terra Fairy. I think if I would have went like Terra Fire on the Ogerpon, that would have been great versus him, but I didn't know if he had Politoed or not in the back. No Follow Me either, so the Tauros goes down. I think the problem my opponent's going to start having here is like he's going to really start lacking damage. Electro Web, that does nothing. Like he's really going to start lacking damage here. Like the Serena's not going to do enough with Triple Axle. It'll do some damage, but like it's also paralyzed, so it's not going to outspeed anything. Even with the speed drop here, like I just start going for damage again. I just Dragon Claw here. Dragon Claw and I Tailwind. Like if Dragon Claw is a 2-hit KO on Tauros, even being intimidated, I think it probably gets the KO here. When it's kind of backed into the corner, like what he really does. Does he follow me here, or does he try to go for more damage with the Electabuzz? No Follow Me. He actually lives. That could have been a low roll. Fold Switch. So I don't have any Sun, unfortunately. That doesn't do enough, so I think I just win the game with Ogerpon here. So that's not like not an invested Serena, it's more of a really bulky Serena, so that's maybe why he lived. He has no attack investment at all, doing that much damage. I don't know, I think I just Dragon Claw again. I Dragon Claw the Serena. If he goes for Follow Me here, that's fine. I just Ivy Cudgel here. I double into Serena because the Electabuzz ain't going to do any damage. He has 2 electric moves, and he can't touch the Ogerpon here. You know, his entire set's probably Follow Me, Volt Switch, Electro Whip, and Taunt. It's probably his full set. Don't Follow Me again, that's surprising. Glad I brought the Ogerpon though. I was debating whether or not to bring the Ogerpon because he had like a half of a rain team. But I'm glad I brought it because actually it's really good into his team if he did, because he never brought the rain, so. I think he just surrenders here. I don't know how he wins. I don't know how you win, bud. I think you just better off surrendering. Even with a speed drop, I outspeed him, okay. Not that it really matters, there's no way he KOs me with anything, not even with a crit, so. Not bad. I'll take the win. Seems kind of struggling tonight, like I said earlier, but like going into this match. seems to only really win, and like even versus some of these Regulation H teams, it's really difficult, like a hard-fought victory, which isn't really a good sign. Should be easily wiping the floor with a lot of these Regulation H teams, and even some of the Regulation G teams, but the majority of them I'm getting wrecked by. Even some of the like good matchups, like I went against a Kyogre team in one of my testing games too, and I got wrecked by a Kyogre team too, so that was mainly because I got fucked over though. Like they had Raging Bolt, and there was one or two other things on his team. I had Arclodon too, which kind of screwed me. I kind of got walled by Arclodon towards the end of the game, which kind of fucked me over, but I still lost to that team, even though that would technically should have been a good matchup. So I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, here's another game. We're going against a copy-paste rental team. What a surprise. Rillaboom, Tatsugiri, Dondozo, Latios, Calyrex, Shadow, and then I'm assuming probably Urshifu, probably single strike if I were to guess. What do we even do here? I mean, I can change his terrain, which is actually pretty nice for me here, and I can also go for Thunder Wave. I think Thunderous is really nice here. Thunder Waving the Dondozo could be really nice. Wild Bolt Storm's pretty good into his team. I think Zekrom's decent here. I have Shadow Claw for Calyrex, which is also pretty good. Thunder Wave the Zekrom first turn and just try to go for like Shadow Claw would be really good. What else do I want to do here? What else do I want to bring? I think Ogerpon's decent here. I'll bring Ogerpon. Urshifu is okay. Doesn't really do that much. I don't know if I guess I'll bring Tornadus. I think Tornadus is okay here. Trez just well, the rest of my team kind of just gets wrecked by Dondozo, Tatsugiri. That's the problem. Or just doesn't do anything into it. I have like two things that do decent into his team, like the rest of my team just mid at best or does nothing. Does he just protect here? He might just protect turn one. He might just protect turn one. I kind of want to just go for Wild Bolt Storm on this first turn to try to force a Terra out of him. I think that's what I do here. I go for Wild Bolt Storm and I'm going to protect here. I want to see if he switches. Or goes for Terra. There's also a chance I can get a Para too, which would be really nice. That way I won't have to go for Thunder Wave. Taking a while to decide. It's gonna Terra here. I don't know if he's Terra Grass though, that's good for me because I have Ogerpon in the back. If Terra Steel, that's fine. You're still taking neutral damage, so that's fine by me. I can keep on going for electric type moves all day. If I get a Para here too, that'd be clutch. Land double, it does no damage. Can I get a Para? No Para. Oh no. Oh no, here we go with the fucking Simple Beam shit again. Uh-oh. I forgot that Latios got Simple Beam. I forgot about that. I mean, I can go Terra Fairy on the Zekrom actually and just completely negate the order up though. So he's gonna switch on this next turn for sure. I'm gonna Thunder Wave here onto the Dozo, and then I'm just gonna Terra Fairy here. Fusion Bolt. I kind of want to go for Electric Terrain though to boost my damage. But I think if he comes in, he's going to get a +4 boost, and he's going to outspeed me. Actually, I think what I do here, I'm going to go for Electric Terrain. I'm going for the Terrain. I'm going to go for Terra Fairy and Fusion Bolt. Under Terrain, I should do a fuck ton of damage. I don't know, he doesn't switch for some reason. Okay. Doesn't switch out, I'm surprised. Luster Purge. How much did that do to me? Yeah, that does have. Electric terrain boosted. Fusion Bolt almost KOs him. Go for order up. Perfect. Perfect turn. Perfect. Perfect turn. So now what I do here is I just Thunder Wave. I Thunder Wave the Latios. If he switches into Tatsugiri, that's fine. I'm gonna actually try to take out the Latios on this turn with Dragon Claw here. Actually, I guess I can go for Fusion Bolt too, but I don't know if that would do more damage because he's not touching the ground, so. Okay. I missed the Thunder Wave. That's fun. I live that. Man, that Thunder Wave miss fucking sucks. He would have died and I would have took no damage. That might actually matter. That's gonna matter big time if he goes for Wave Crash here and I die. I'll actually live that. I don't know what my opponent's trying to do here. Like, you have Simple Beam and you went for Simple, but he still doesn't go into the fucking Tatsugiri here, so like, I don't care. I go for... can I land a Thunder Wave here, please? I go for Thunder Wave, and then I go for Shadow Claw, and that should one-shot him. As long as he's not Sash, he gets one-shotted here. I can't land a fucking Thunder Wave to save my life, y'all. I can't do it. I cannot land a Thunder Wave to save my fucking life. Not once, but twice in a row. 2 Thunder Wave misses. One that cost me a bunch of damage. I took a bunch of unnecessary damage for no reason. And the other one, now I'm gonna proceed to get swept by fucking Calyrex because I missed the Thunder Wave. You cannot make this fucking shit up, y'all. You cannot make this up. I think the only good thing here is I have Tailwind. And I can go Terra. I guess I can't go Terra anymore. I waste my Terra. I don't know what I even... I mean, I can go for Sunny Day, Ivy Cudgel, but I'm not gonna outspeed Calyrex. I think what I need to do here is hope he's not Sash. Go for Tailwind, and then I go for Ivy Cudgel here, and hopefully it's enough to get the KO. I think that's what I do here, because otherwise I just lose. If I lose this because of a 2 Thunder Wave misses, I'm going to be so goddamn pissed. This is a match where I was on my way to win. Until that happened. I don't think this KOs him. That's not enough. Wow, I can't believe I'm gonna lose because of Thunder Wave misses. I'm done using this team. This team sucks. I don't think it sucks, but I just have some really bad luck with this team. I'm getting absolutely fucked on the ladder tonight. I am getting bent over and fucked by every single Regulation G team I go against tonight. This team has only won against one Regulation G team in one of my testing games. Every other Regulation G team I've went against tonight, I've lost. And it was against a Reshiram team, and I barely won that game too. Every other team, whether it's Kyogre, Calyrex, I got fucked by Calyrex 3 times already with this team now. 3 losses to Calyrex, Shadow. I got screwed by Calyrex Ice twice. Kyogre I lost to. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a pretty cool, unique Zekrom team, by all means, give this team a try. I'm kind of in like a really weird spot with this team. I don't know if this team is just bad, or if I just got some really bad luck tonight when I tried to use this team for you guys. Like I said earlier, like this team won against one Regulation G team, which was a Reshiram team in one of my testing games. And I proceeded to lose. I think I lost twice to Calyrex Ice, 3 times to Calyrex Shadow teams, and then I got fucked by a Kyogre team in one of my testing games. And then like all the other games are Regulation H or F teams, and like the only other 2 wins I got with this team were versus Regulation H teams. And like even those games were like 1-0s, like really close games even. So I don't know if I got really unlucky with the matchups on the ladder tonight, or if this team just overall really isn't the greatest against a lot of the current stuff being played. The one thing I think this team is really weak to is Calyrex Ice. This team has nothing for Trick Room being set up. I think that's the major flaw of this team. You are really weak to Trick Room stuff. I can also see it being like a problem versus like your size spam, like Dawn Wings teams too, which is kind of rising in usage. A lot of people are trying that now for some reason. I think this team would be really bad into that with like Trick Room. Another problem this team kind of has as well is like this team has a lot of spread moves. Mainly Bleak Wind Storm, Earthquake, which is what you're going to be spamming most of the time, and then Wild Bolt Storm. If they have Wide Guard, I think that would be another huge problem for this team. I got fortunate enough I never went against a team with Wide Guard, but I think if you do go against a team with Wide Guard, like a Zamazenta or some other Wide Guard user that's pretty common, I think that would also be a bit of an issue for this team. So keep that in mind if you guys use it, but overall, I think the team's more unique. I just don't know how good it really is. I think this comes down to Zekrom just being pretty bad. Like, if you can play it good, like, I think it has some okay matchups, but if I'm losing to Kyogre teams when that's supposed to be a good matchup for Zekrom, like, there's a problem there. I don't know. I just overall think Zekrom's just garbage. I don't know if this team really isn't the greatest team for Zekrom, or if it's just weak to so many common things to where, like, you just lose to a lot of your common matchups. I don't know if that's the problem or if it just had bad luck, so maybe you guys will do better with the team, but overall, I think this team, at least recently, is probably one of the teams I actually lost the most with, funny enough. And that's saying a lot because I used Solgaleo and a bunch of other really weird shit recently over the last, like, 2 weeks. So, I don't know, it might just be bad luck, though. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know if you guys do any better with the team. Rental in the corner, Paste down below, give the team a test. Hopefully you guys do better than I did. I still had fun with the team, though. I think the team's really fun to play. I just had really bad luck and I got screwed by like everything on the ladder night, fortunately. So, apart from that, hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I got a bunch more stuff on the way. Appreciate all your guys' support on the recent Regulation G stuff and some of the more recent videos I've been throwing up for you guys. But I kind of keep on bringing stuff you guys away. At least every other day I've been trying to upload, so that's kind of what I've been going with. At least that's how much time I have to put videos together for you guys and at least upload, at least with my current schedule, with everything IRL and that type of thing. So it seems to be working pretty well. We get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.